And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with round 2, part 2. We have Status Quo versus Prudencio Gomez, two incredibly sexy individuals who I would... Never mind. Two amazing individuals who I consider great friends. PGV, I recently got promoted in JMWE to the COO, and that's a huge honor. I'm very happy that I got put into the position. I mean, I nominated my friend Wesley Landon Woosley, since, you know, when I said it first as a joke. I'm like, oh, me for COO. But you know, he said he couldn't do that because I was a GM, which understandable. And then I nominated my friend Wesley Landon Woosley for the position. But then, like, I think yesterday, I suddenly got the tweet, a DM from Prudencio, who said, "Hey, you're the COO now," and I'm like, "Wow!" I'm like, "Okay, this is sudden." So I'm very honored, and I'm very honored to be the COO. I'm very happy that they've been impressed with my work, or impressed with me enough to allow me to be the commissioner. By the way, if you have not already, you need to check out both JMWE on Twitter and VGW on YouTube. VGW, you just have to look up Video Game Championship Wrestling, and you should see a play, just Video Game Wrestling. That's VGW. I owe a lot to Status Quo and PGV. They're amazing individuals. They've done a lot for me. I mean, they've done a lot for me. They've done a lot for a lot of people. I appreciate it very much. JMWE, awesome company. I'm actually one half of the LWGF Tag Team Champions. As the general manager, I'm like, okay. So, sorry, I got a little cold. But big thank yous to both these two, not only for entering, but everything they've done for me as a person. Scorpion, who actually was in the VGW Cruiserweight Open, and Superman represent Status Quo. The Pyro and Link represent Prudencio Gomez, who, by the way, Prudencio Gomez is in the second round of the World Title Tournament over in CWA, so he will face Cake, and the winner of that match will face the winner of Wyatt Danger and Rook. So yeah, basically that. And the Pyro now able to counter. Big elbow there to the Pyro. A bell chop there. I don't want for something, but Scorpion able to counter it. All these men, I believe, excluding Superman, will be confirmed for 2K18. I've already confirmed the Pyro, Link. Fun fact: he was actually supposed to be, you know, let go, but I had an epiphany, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep him around. Scorpion, there was never a doubt in my mind he was gonna stick around. I mean, he can date back all the way like to what, like 2K13 is when he was around most of the time. And Pyro again countering, but Superman sadly will be leaving RCCW after World War III. And oh, dirty to Pyro land there. Apologies. It's like the cold. It like puts the taste of metal in my mouth, and that causes me, like, it builds up, and suddenly I just start coughing. Yesterday I sounded like I was like a smoker. I was coughing like someone who smokes 12 packs a day. And Superman, arms raised up, and here we go. Oh, hold up here. Pyro, half and half by Pyro. Nice half and half. In comes Link. Kick to the gut by the Pyro. Pyro, Impaler DDT there by the Pyro. Jiminy Christmas. I really hope Status Quo is ready. I hope PGV and Status Quo get their cards ready. Whoever wins here tonight. Cover 1, 2, kick out, So yeah, if the winners of tonight, by now we've already seen Chard and YJJ Matthew advance. So I highly recommend Matthew and Chard, get your cards ready just in case you happen to win. Because I need those cards. I'm gonna need those cards. And a nice belly to belly there by by Superman. Kick to the gut, headbutt, punch to the skull there. Out of the ring he goes, and look at this, Superman, boom, Superman. Also, by the way, I need to make a comment, and on my video today, Avalanche, Nate Dogg said he watched Famniversary, and he said it was better than any RCCW pay-per-view. First of all, it's called a click-per-view. Second of all, you don't need to rub it in my face, dog. Don't break off the dark horse, but I want me to point out, you don't have to go and rub it in my face, okay? That really pissed me off. I'm only 17 years, I don't have a computer. I don't have the equipment that FAM have to, you know, sit here and record. So don't go and don't state the obvious, Nate Dogg. I'm really pissed off right now, dude. That really pissed me off. You know, that makes me not want to do this stuff. It just reminds me of how inferior I am, like how tiny I am in the call community. Yeah, that doesn't exactly boost myself. Why would you even feel the need to say that? You could say, you could say in the comments, oh, Famniversary was great, it was a really good pay-per-view. You don't have to go and say it was better than anything I could put out. Because it is. But you think that really raises my work ethic? You think that let me point out something. Fam, I understand, they got jobs. But they post like what? They post hour-long videos. For how long? Like every few months? I understand the editing, yes, the editing is a lot more advanced over in Fam. But here, I'm making weekly like part videos. You think that makes me, how do you think that makes me feel? I bet you don't think about that. You didn't think about that. And Pyro going for the scorch shot there. You didn't think, okay? You don't sit there and... Why would you think that would be a wise thing to say to me? Because not only does that make me feel bad, it makes me feel like, you know, anything that I could ever put out. No, in fact, let me find the comment right now. I'm dead ass serious. I'm really pissed off about this. Okay, so good news. LWF episode 18 is 50% done according to Chard. So love you, Chardley. Kisses, Chard. Ooh, elbow drop there. It was on Avalanche. See, 12 packs a day. Let me sit. Yep, you can hear Seether. Let me read you what he said to me. He said, "Did you watch Famniversary from Fam? I was going to. I plan to, but I got a lot of stuff to work on. It was better than any pay-per-view ever aired, even all your RCCW pay-per-view. No offense, I'm gonna win that review competition and become a fully fledged member of FAM. I may even beat you. Better than any pay-per-view ever aired. Bet even all your RCCW." So basically, what you're saying is, yeah, they are better. Do you feel? Did you really feel the need to point that out, Nate Dogg? Okay, listen to me. I will never be as good as Fam. Never in my days will I ever be as good as Fam. Powerbomb by Superman. Status Quo could be moving on. Link is dazed too. No, but if the Boston Crab, could he be suffering the same fate as? Yes, he does. Much like Sub-Zero, the Pyro taps out, and Status Quo advances. But seriously, How do you think that makes me feel any better about my own stuff? Like, do you think that? Why would you feel the need to point that out? And sorry, PGV, you got eliminated. Sorry, PGV. I would give you a proper setup, but I'm so pissed off. So thank you for entering PGV. I much appreciate it. But can I ask Nate Dogg, why the fuck you felt the need to point that out? Because obviously, I don't have as much time and editing to do as FAM can do. I don't have the material. No offense doesn't make it any better. Saying no offense doesn't make it any better. Saying no offense makes it no better than having it meant offense, because I took offense to it. That makes me feel worse about what I put out. I'm not ragging on FAM at all. I didn't even want to bring up FAM today because I've been to a lot of... Now I feel bad because stuff happened today. But now you made me bring it up and point out the fact that... Why? Just answer me why you felt the need to point that out. Because it's obviously true. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to be sit here like an arrogant little shit and say, I'm better than FAM. Well, then I'm not. Okay? But how do you expect me to take no offense to that? Because that makes me feel bad about my own crap. I sit here. This has been my dream since I was, what, 9 years old? I've wanted to do something like a colleague for years. And a comment like that makes me regret wanting that to be my wish for 9 years. I will literally stay up till 1 a.m. on a school night just to get a clip for RCCW. Just to do something for the better of RCCW. And by the way, this is Ronnie Ant versus Positively More. So, do you expect me to feel any better about my own stuff when you're sitting there pointing out obvious shit like that? No. No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. And something I'm going to point out. More. He likes FAM. It's obvious. But even he, I'll tell you this, even he would point out that claim shouldn't even be said. Even he would point out that claim shouldn't even be said. Because it was obvious. Because, do you expect me to sit through hours and, like Ron Buster, I bet he works hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on that stuff. I give my respect to Ron Buster, man. And everyone else who's involved with FAM, like, I don't know, Black Heron, Eve Heron, Rennick. Everyone who works on the production of FAM, I'll give my respect to him because that's a lot of hard work. I'm doing the bare minimum, man. So, like, remember Beach Blast with the explosion from Samus's cannon? I had to use a cheap-ass video clip from the selected videos on the creative video selection. I'm using the bare minimals, dog. And for you to go and say that, it's just not even right. It's I take offense to that. Because you're basically putting down my craft. Okay, I've been told I'm a good commentator. And you know, that comes from all the practice I've had over my years commentating myself, because I wanted to start something revolutionary. And comments like that makes me want to stop it. Makes me want to shut down RCW for good. And no, not that, but it really pisses me off. And a Mewtwo there by Red. Like, you don't say that to somebody. You don't come in their comment section and say, oh, I saw this video that was even better than yours. You don't say that. Where is your common sense? Can I ask where your common sense is? I'm sorry. I don't like going off on subscribers, or friends even. But I'm gonna call you out when you say something stupid. Shouldn't matter if FAM's better than me. Shouldn't matter that I've sat there and I've had struggles for like the past 2 days with this damn OneDrive. Now I'm cranking out 5 videos in a day to appease the audiences, to make up for lost time. And sometimes when it involves advanced camera work, I use the highlight reel. You've seen it happen before, the highlight reel. That was inspired off of FAM, okay? Like, you don't do that to somebody. You never do that to somebody. Never in a million years do you ever go and do that to somebody. Go on their comment section and say that somebody else's pay-per-view was better than theirs. It's disrespectful. It's disgusting. Okay? So, if you want to stay on this channel, don't go and do that shit again. 'Cause I'm dead ass serious. It really pissed me off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that rant. I had to get it out of my system. If FAM is not giving me enough trouble. Here's the fact, Nate Dogg. I don't give a shit about Famniversary. Okay? I don't care what you think of Famniversary. I don't care about Famniversary in general. All I care about is what I'm doing with my colleague and my channel. I don't have time to focus on what the bigger guys are doing unless I've become acquainted with those bigger guys like Macau, Lucas Hackett, Status Quo. Those guys, they got 900 subs bigger than me. They're bigger than me by a few hundred subs. Like Lucas Hackett's 300, Status is 900, almost 900. Macau is like what, 405,000. It's disgraceful, all right? It's disgusting, and I don't want to hear that ever again. I don't want to see that in my comments ever again. Being compared to another league that's bigger than me, saying that somebody bigger than me's pay-per-view is better, okay? Because it's obviously gonna be better. So don't ever go and point that out again. Or I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna regret. So yeah, take this as a warning to anyone. I'm sorry. I'm usually, hyperactive and excited. That's what I try to put on. My style is more like Mauro Ranallo mixed with Corey Graves, okay? That's what I aim for. A little bit of JR. I'm not one to rant and rave on commentary, get off topic too much. There's the anchor elbow. I didn't even have time to point out the oddity in this match. The oddity in this match is that Pete Corvus, Spencer and Patrick are all like buddies or something. They're all buddies. Because Lincoln Loud and Pete Corvus are buddies. They're like best friends. And yes, Moore, I am pulling out that storyline. Why did you ask, Moore? Were you just curious about why I wanted to do this storyline with Pete Corvus? If you were, then yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now it's a bikini bot. It's a Nick Club Stampede. They did this to was it Flash or Monty at Battle Zone? And hold up here, look at this. Boom! Drop kick. But to top it all off, yeah, don't pull that crap with me ever again. And that goes to anybody. That goes to anybody. I don't like being compared to guys, people saying that I'm inferior. Especially saying I'm inferior to Fam. I am. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. Fam is a lot more, is superior in editing and in quality than my content. I won't deny him. Pete Corvus looking for the package pile driver. His patented finishing, well, not patented, his kind of marked out move. Here's the cover, hook of the leg. No, Patrick saves the match, but he hits the referee. And also consider this uncanon, please. Slender and Patrick have not returned yet from Kilimanjaro. This is uncanon. Uncanon, they're not back. Uncanon. Uncanon, folks. Uncanon. And Patrick tags himself in up here now. Oh, look at this fist to the face. Fist to the face by Pete Corvus. But yeah, basically never do that again. It boggles me. What possesses you to think that's a good idea to say to somebody? It's not polite. First of all, it's not polite, it's rude. Second of all, it can really affect somebody. It can really hurt somebody's feelings. It hurt my feelings. I lost my smile. That's a quote from Shawn Michaels. Like, why do you think I didn't reply to any of your comments today, Nate Dogg? Because I was pissed off at you. Because I've been trying to cool down from that little BS you said to me. Don't state the obvious and say a bigger channel is better than mine, because they most likely are. You don't have to go and rub it in my face that Faniversary was the best thing that you could have ever seen. Because it probably was. It probably was. My buddy Liam was watching it, and I watched a little bit. I didn't watch it, I heard it. I heard it was pretty damn good. A little bit on the predictable side. A little bit. It's a little predictable. I heard it, but I heard it was good. Save for, I don't know, Black Heron versus Merc. Liam wasn't happy about Black Heron versus Merc. He wanted Merc to win. Seriously. I don't even think more. How do you think guys like Lucas, Status, and Moore, and Macau would all react to you saying that somebody else's pay-per-view was better than theirs? Because people like me and them work hard. I literally have an entire journal dedicated to the booking decisions of RCCW. Okay? I will spend 3 days in a week, 3 whole days of a week, just planning out one click per view. So never. Hold up here. Patty maker. So never. I repeat, never say a pay-per-view is better than mine when it obviously is on my channel. Never. Because that can piss somebody off. I would like to see, I mean, that just happened to me. Imagine if you did that to Status Quo. That would really piss me off. Because that man works as hard as anybody else. And what about Macau? How'd you sit there and say, oh, WrestleMania? Faniversary was better than that. Faniversary was better. Macau is working 2 jobs and going to college. Do you think that makes him want to make more videos? You don't say that to people. You never say that. You don't basically downgrade their work. You can give constructive criticism. That's perfectly fine. I've always had the constructive criticism. But this is just another reason why fan characters will never be in RCCW. Because comments like that. There. I'm done. Kick out by SpongeBob with the package power driver. You just don't say that to people. You don't say it to people. Never do. It's disrespectful, it's rude, it's appalling, and it makes people not want to work as hard as they usually would. I put a lot of damn work into my craft. For you to just sit there and say, oh, Faniversary was much better than anything you could put out. Yeah, you think it makes me want to do my best for World War III? It makes me want to work less on World War III. Yeah. Makes me want to work less on World War III. So real nice. Real nice. Anyone with a brain would know not to say something as disrespectful as that. Whatever. I've run it here for like, what, 20 minutes? Because it really pissed me off. It really irked me. And a superplex there by SpongeBob. Yeah, I expect an apology. I want an apology. Okay? Because that's just, you don't disrespect me stay on this stay in the comment section of this channel. 1, 2, 3. And Pete Corvus and Red pick up the win for Positively Moore's team. Sorry I wasn't commentating that match, folks. I just had to get that out of my system. Had a long day. But status quo and more will be moving on in the tournament. Sorry PGV and sorry Ronnie Ann, you've been eliminated. So this will mean we will see Chard versus Matthew and Status versus Moore at World War III. And then the winners of those matches will face off in one of our co-main events. We're going to have Jason versus Freddy. We're going to have the finals of this. We're going to have Lincoln versus Cody Rhodes. And we're going to have me versus Ellen Sharpley. Winner gets full control of RCCW. Hopefully, you will meet us there at World War III, folks. It's going to be a blast. You can see the package powder that ended it all. Lincoln must not be happy with his Nick Club members after losing, but again, this is not canon. They're not back yet. Not canon, not canon, not canon. Not canon. Sorry, Ronnie Ann, you have been eliminated. So we Status and Moore. And Matthew and Chard. World War III. Who's going to win the tournament? You'll have to tune into World War III to find out. This is Rick C signing off. We will see you at World War III. Pre-show. It'll be our finale. Also tune into Over the Limit at CWA. Bye.